sleeping in the
So
barn.
now we're on.
We're on episode 11.
11.
Episode 11. Nicholas.
What's up, guys?
What's your middle name?
Edwin.
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 Not Edward.
Nicholas?
Nope, Edwin.
Nicholas Edwin Paladino.
You have the same
That's-
name as Santa.
Really? Yep.
Speaking of
Wait,
Santa.
Santa's middle name is Edwin?
Well, Edwin?
No,
Saint Nick.
Nicholas.
Oh.
He's Saint Nick.
Yeah.
Wait, how, what?
Did you know? No, I have. We gotta start with the Christmas
What?
facts.
How is he Saint Nick?
No.
He hasn't done anything to
I didn't say
deserve
it was a saint. I said he has
sainthood.
the same
Saint?
name as Santa.
George,
Did
you
you
get to
know-
be behind the scenes. You can interject and ask some
George,
questions too.
Listen to this.
But I
This
do.
is a-
Go ahead. I'm
There's a
sorry.
Christmas fact.
Okay.
Since he's Santa,
Since he's Santa.
some zoos
Santa
accept
Claus.
Christmas trees
Chris Kringle.
as food for the animals.
Ho,
So
ho,
that's what you need to do.
shisho. What did you just say?
Bobo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
shisho.
didn't get that.
I didn't either.
Some
Yeah, I
zoos
get that.
accept
Except-
Christmas trees as food for animals.
So that's what we should do with the trees. You're probably gonna burn them, aren't you, with your little battery pack?
My
blower thing?
wife, we do fake trees.
You
so.
don't have one real tree?
No.
Look at your backyard.
I mean, I have real trees all. Why would I take them out of nature and put them in my house? For
That doesn't
my,
seem right,
For
Ellie.
my viewing
Because
enjoyment.
I can't believe you even believe
Yeah,
in that,
you're
Ellie.
the most
but-
hippie person I know, and you are
She just-
sacrificing
well,
trees
She
for your
wants to cut
enjoyment.
down all the
Well,
trees
no,
on your
I
property
just
and burn them.
found
That's
out-
what
For
she
your
said.
enjoyment.
No, you can take them to the zoo and feed the animals.
I
and-
can't
and
believe you.
You should know that this year, looking for Christmas trees.
I can't believe
You'll
you.
appreciate
I'm-
this, Nick.
I
I
can't-
tried to find one with the
The
bullet at the
Christmas
bottom.
I don't know if
spirit.
you're gonna be on
This whole
episode
thing
12.
is
So we
totally
could-
jacked up.
We tried to buy a Christmas tree with
Train
roots
wreck.
so we could plant it after, but
you
could-
didn't.
Well,
Being
they're
boozled now.
They're,
Take
they're
one.
only
All right,
this
here it
high.
is.
Here it is.
Don't you want to
Nick
know
has
that?
Nick has brought a game for
Okay,
us.
this is
Bean
Nick's favorite
Boozled.
game.
Bean Boozled.
Explain
It's-
it.
Okay, Nick,
Tell
it's
the
on
people
you.
It's a jelly
Okay.
belly game.
So yeah, it's a jelly bean game, obviously, and they
If you
come
say
with.
something dumb, you have to flip the thing.
Is that how we're
That's
playing
what
this?
we're playing.
Yeah.
If it,
Okay.
Yeah.
You
But
say
but
something,
to
so
start, we'll all
everything
do a
you say?
round.
we'll all do a
We'll
round.
all do a round.
All
Okay.
right.
So
Ellie,
it has I think
Oh,
like
dear.
10 flavors.
the flavors are
and then-
baby wipes, coconut. So those
Oh.
are comparable.
Ew.
They're both white.
baby
you got
wipes.
centipede and strawberry jam, rotten egg, buttered popcorn, black pepper and plum, barf and peach, skunk spray and licorice. I don't like I don't like licorice. So
You know, like skunk spread.
no. And so booger and
Okay.
juicy pear,
Ooh.
moldy cheese and caramel corn, earwax, caramel corn, caramel corn, whatever. Earwax, cafe latte. These are all terrible. Pencil shavings and top banana.
Well, it sounds like you're really going to love this game.
This
Wow.
Well,
game.
we'll start over there, Jim.
Okay.
And then we'll
So,
work
but
over
do you have
there.
to spin or
You
just
have to
pick
spin
one?
it.
So
Spin
you
it.
spin, and then you just pick a random one that has color.
That was a wimpy flick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a little
you
weak.
need to go again.
Flick it.
There
Yeah,
it is.
there it is.
Listen, I just don't want to break it.
Break it.
Sorry, we got two.
So
So that's,
you're on rotten egg.
Yeah, so it
What?
could be. So it could be.
Oh.
It could be a
either
rotten egg or strawberry.
buttered
You don't know.
popcorn.
But which
Oh.
one? How do I know?
You,
Like
you
that
have
just
to,
one,
pick one.
No,
that
you,
one,
that's the game.
that
You
one.
don't know if you're getting a horrible one or a good one.
Ugh. Ugh.
That tastes like ass.
Which one did he get?
I think rotten egg.
So you have to finish. You have to. It has to go
Oh
down the
yeah,
hatch.
that's go down. I mean,
Let's
we
go
could
down the
put a
hatch.
trash. We could, yeah, that's go down. Yeah, no doubt.
I like your response.
That
tastes
George,
like-
we go get some drinks out of the fridge so we can flush here.
Oh, that's good.
I hope you get skunk spray.
That's what you're going to get.
I
So-
probably
booger.
will
So what's
because
that?
I don't like licorice
Juicy
or
pear.
skunk spray.
Or bug.
Oh.
So you don't know.
so
So
do you
you gotta
want-
get
so
this. You gotta grab.
That one.
whatever
But
that
you,
green one
but
is.
you think
Grab it.
No, but
Grab
I
it.
don't, would
Is it
extra
booger?
speckles be boogers?
I don't know. Grab it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had my gum in my mouth too, so now it's like
Oh,
mixed
it
with
tastes
my.
like-
That's a freaking booger.
How do you know? How do you know what boogers taste like, Ellie?
I bet you know.
You eat your boogers?
That is so. How do you make something taste that bad?
Oh,
It's
how do
making
they
my
do
heart
that?
race.
How do they know?
Oh, yes.
Come on! You got licorice or skunk. Come on, do it.
It's so gross.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was
so
horrible.
gross.
This is terrible.
Come on.
Licorice.
Thank God.
He points to the
Oh,
sky.
I hope you get skunk's breath.
I don't like barf or peach. Strawberry or centipede. Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Ooh, this one looks like
Oh,
it has a
thank you,
centipede
George.
in it. All right,
Ew,
here we go.
gross. So who knows about centipede?
Yep, that's centipede.
What does a centipede taste like?
Yeah, how is it? Not bad.
Apparently, it kind of has a.
Crunchy? Is it crunchy?
How did we all get the bad flavor? except
I don't
for Nick?
know. I don't even think there's a good one in there.
It's rigged.
I
Placed
don't-
them all.
I don't know what
Yeah.
centipede tastes like. Kind of has a little jalapeno taste to it.
Oh,
Have you guys ever eaten a bug?
Yeah,
You like a real one?
yeah.
Why?
I don't think I've ever eaten a bug.
It was at baseball
like a
one
worm.
time, and I ate a worm.
Why?
It was a bet, or it was like a, and then I think I started eating worms after that because I had a good game after that. Baseball players are superstitious,
right?
so.
Like what kind of worm?
And it's just like an earthworm. We moved the tarp, and there was a worm underneath it, so.
How do you know that wouldn't kill you?
It's a worm.
Yeah.
I don't
People
know.
eat
They
worms
could be
all the time.
poisonous. Have you ever
Wow.
eaten any bugs?
I have not.
What's
But
your-
studies show, I think you eat like 8 a year.
Study show.
Spiders?
Study
Spiders?
show.
Oh,
Studies show.
Is this a Nick fact? We need to check fact check. Actually, I looked this
so
up.
proud
I had,
of
to,
you.
I had to throw one in there. I think
You come in with
I think
random
like,
facts.
I think like 8 to 12. I think I read. or something.
Spiders?
Spiders.
I think
Spiders.
it's
Okay.
spiders.
Nah,
Spiders,
I
yeah.
just don't believe that.
Nick, I'm really proud of your fact. Thank you for
I
bringing
came here
that.
prepared. You know.
Hey, remember that day when I was moving stuff here and I put my hand right next to that black widow, though?
Oh.
He doesn't hear me.
Yes, I do. When you almost died.
I thought it was near death.
Fact or fiction? This is on Scientific American.
Yay.
Do you eat 8 while you sleep? 8 spiders while you sleep.
I think they say
You
it's a
guys keep
lifetime.
going. I'll find
Okay.
this out.
So, Nick, just tell us how you got to Cookville, how you got into CrossFit. Tell us a little about yourself.
All right. So first year of the game.
Not
I
true.
think-
Not even close. The myth
No?
flies in the face of both spiders and human biology.
All right, you're wrong.
Hey, it happens.
Oh,
But
yeah.
to the beans.
Boozled.
Come on. You're wrong.
Yeah, because you said
Don't make mistakes.
that was kind of a wimpy flick.
I think
Doesn't
it's
matter.
stupid or wrong.
All right, he's on caramel corn or moldy cheese.
Excellent.
Is that
Moldy
bees, I'm
cheese.
guessing?
Moldy cheese.
You want to go
No,
right
no,
there,
no.
maybe? Is that moldy? Yeah.
No, it's
Why does he
orange.
get to
I think
hunt
this is
and
it.
peck?
That's it, right? Well, because we're trying to figure out the right
Oh
one.
no,
that
that's
matches.
peach. That's
Okay.
peach and barf.
Either one.
Maybe this one. Right here. Go for this one. Yep, moldy cheese.
I think the creators just didn't put anything good in there. So,
We got chocolate milk
Yeah,
or
I need
water.
water. I need water or something,
Mm.
please.
All right, sorry. Back
sorry,
to
back to your
Okay.
life story here.
So 2015 was my first year at the games, and then it went pretty well. I met Angelo. That's why I met Angelo.
That's important.
And it was just funny because we kind of like we're talking in the back a little bit, like, hey, what's up? You know, what are you
Yeah.
doing? You know, how you gonna do in this event? Blah blah blah. And then eventually he was just like, hey, maybe you should just come down and train. You know, a week here, a week there.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, perfect. I mean, I was homeschooled at the time, so I was like, I mean, I have the time. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I just kind of came down here, met you guys, and
now you're on a podcast.
now I'm on a podcast. Yeah,
How many
Man.
times have you won as a teen?
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there
What-
anything that you felt like set you apart from other teens from the get-go, or just hard work?
Yeah, I mean, of course, hard work plays a factor into it, but I don't know. I guess I have a background of competing in like football and many other sports like wrestling, baseball. So I've always known how to compete, you know. So that was one big thing that I felt helped me a lot because in the back, I was kind of like reading people, you know. I would kind of scan, and kind of read people like for what I thought, you know, and that I feel like that really gave me an edge
To judging people.
in a nice way, you know. Not
Being boozled. Nick
So-
has a freshman highlight film on YouTube as well.
I do.
awesome.
Yeah, check it out, Nick Paladino, Bergen Catholic highlights. Check it
That's
out.
awesome. Well, you were a running back, fullback?
Yeah, so running back and linebacker.
We actually had this conversation not too long ago at the gym, and I thought it was really important when you were talking about kind of that ability to compete and
Yeah.
handle pressure.
Yeah.
And having all those sports backgrounds.
Yeah.
And being able to jump right in it. And
Yep.
you even talked about recognizing somebody else who was struggling mentally,
Yeah.
putting a little pressure on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
I mean, if I feel that, I definitely try to like impose it if I could, you know, like
Yeah.
maybe I try to spend a little more time near him, you know, maybe try to act confident, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, I think mind games in the back are big, to be honest, you know, to kind of trying to have that mental edge.
That's
you
a
know,
big deal.
if you can get it.
That's a big
So
deal.
what does that mean? So you're back there and you're, looking around. Like, what's something like maybe you're looking for? Like, how do you kind of expose? that? I think it's
Kind of like their body language, you
You
know,
can see
mostly.
nerves on people's
Yeah,
face
nerves,
too. You
know,
can
and
tell.
if they quit, you know,
Yeah.
because like everybody looks great the first day. Of course, you know, everybody's ready to go the first day. Everybody's spirits are high, and then you could see as the weekend goes. You know, mine was only 3 days, so not like the adults where it's 5 days, but yeah. So you know, first day everybody's
Like the
high
men.
strong,
Like the
yeah.
men.
Yeah, like the men. You know, I'm a little boy right
Just
now.
the boys.
I'm just
no,
a
you're,
boy.
you're kind of a man now. Not.
So yeah, I mean, just as the weekend goes, you kind of see like, you know, body language start to drop, you know. So that I feel like that gives me a little edge over people that kind of started CrossFit but didn't really compete much in their when they were younger, you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you're starting to compete in CrossFit, that's a really hard sport to learn how to compete in like your first time, you know. Just because there's 50 movements to learn. You got to learn pacing. You got to learn this. You got to learn that. When you're younger,
individual sport too.
Yeah.
Versus team stuff.
Yeah, when you play football or baseball, it's hey, hit this not as far as you can, but you get what I'm saying. Run into this guy, do this, do that. So, I feel like that gives me a little edge.
That's awesome.
That I'm happy I have. What?
Play games
Compete?
with people in the back? No. Did you ever use that?
I mean, playing games in the back is like a strong term.
I'm not done competing, so I'm not going to tell you.
No, I mean as an individual with the men.
Still not going to tell you.
You meant like mind games, not like
Not like being boozled.
Reindeer
Not like,
games.
he's not going back there. Hey,
games.
you guys want to play some Battleship?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you play games.
hey, let's play Uno.
Yes.
Hey, you look like you want to play some Uno.
Of course you
Absolutely.
play games, but you can't tell what those games are.
Well, no, I wasn't.
Or
I
you're
didn't
still
want your,
competing.
I certainly don't want you to expose your secrets. I just didn't know if you.
One day.
We don't want him to expose anything.
No,
Just
not
keep
on
it.
this. This is a family podcast.
That's right.
They're kind of for me.
Jim said
they're,
ass.
they're kind of like instincts, to be
Ellie.
honest.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Bean
instincts,
Boozled.
yeah.
Take a bean.
Take a
No,
bean.
so
Good. Somebody else.
Here we go.
for the sake of Pete,
Sake
you talk
of
about
Pete.
your instincts.
Take
there.
two.
Talking about
Sake
Well,
of
I want
playing
to see what you get
games.
first.
what is
I
it?
guess not bad.
What is
No,
it?
what is it?
Strawberry
centipede or
jam or
strawberry.
centipede?
You'll probably
Ooh.
get strawberry jam. I already took the
Yeah.
centipede.
Did you pick the one with a lot of dots or not? So
Mine
many
didn't
dots?
look like it had a centipede in it.
That's gross. I wouldn't have chosen that.
I still
You
got
deserved
moldy
the
cheese in the
centipede.
back of my
Yeah.
throat here.
Centipede,
Oh,
right? It's kind of like
centipede.
weird.
It's weird.
It's
What-
not
describe
terrible.
it.
It's
Doesn't it have
weird.
like a little like jalapeno
It
taste
does.
to
It's
it,
got a
right?
little spice.
Yeah.
No.
Did you set the clock? Because maybe we can go like one round every 10 minutes, maybe.
I don't know that we had a clock.
I like that.
No,
we should do a round.
we'll
every
have.
time.
There'll be
Okay.
plenty of chances that.
Yeah.
Do you think that competitor part of you was something that you were born with, or something that you learned over time? Because
No, definitely something I was born with. Just
Yeah.
because like from when I was born, I wanted to compete. I just wanted to. Run into a wall, just the
Yeah.
fastest.
I could see little Nick
Yeah.
running into a
Definitely
wall.
could see that.
That's
do
all
your
I would
parents
do.
have any stories? Like,
Oh
did they
my
tell
God.
you like do you
my
have
mom,
any off the top of your
my
head?
mom would give you about 98 of them, and I don't remember 90 of them, but I'm sure they're true. But
You have
yeah,
any
just-
brothers or sisters?
Yeah, so I got two brothers.
Okay. Younger?
Yeah,
You younger?
one younger, one older.
Okay. Did you get beat up a lot?
No, I actually beat up my older brother a lot
Oh, nice.
until he just blew up into a 6 foot,
Blew up.
215-pound man. And I was like, all right, well, I can't beat you up anymore. So.
You win.
Yeah. No, we used to get in some pretty serious fights. Like I used to knock some teeth out and stuff.
How much older is
So,
he?
2 years.
What does
Year
he
and a
do?
half. He goes to school in Chico, California.
Like in college?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
college.
going to college.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
something with his life?
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
You know, that's a good fact about fighting. Did you know there's a village in Peru where people settle the previous year's grudges by fist fighting, so they start the new year off with a clean slate. That you don't. Why is that dumb?
Vote. Should Ellie take a bean?
Yep, she takes a bean.
You guys have the opportunity to
against
fist
one.
fight. I thought I was helping you out,
No.
you turds.
We were
And your thumb's in the way.
Unbelievable. Okay.
we were actually it was going well. We were interviewing. We were talking about
Skunk spray.
competition, and you started talking about
No.
What is it? 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 What is it?
It's skunk. It's
The
skunk.
suspense
Yeah.
is killing me. Oh, please be skunk.
No.
So
Please
any of
be
the
skunk.
darkest
Any of the
ones.
black ones. Come on. Take it.
there you go.
Please be skunk. Please be skunk. Please be skunk. Oh, it's licorice.
No.
So anticlimactic.
Okay, next. This is a good one.
Okay.
You just mentioned your mom. Tell us about your mom. We hear some great stories about her all the
You
time.
do. You know what? You do love your family, and you got a cool.
Oh yeah.
You got a cool
No,
family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Your
so,
mom does everything for you. Cooks
everything
bacon
without-
for you on a whole loaf of bread.
everything.
Well,
Toast.
Let him
Everything.
tell us.
I know.
What does she do?
I'm just making ridiculing
just
him
from what
first,
I've
and then
told
he's
you.
gonna
Yeah.
get to
No,
like
but,
tell the whole story.
Like one of his uncles drive his car down here. Wasn't there a whole?
Yeah.
No,
Nick's-
my family's the best.
Nick's tummy
It's-
hurts when he drives over 30 minutes.
Oh.
So his uncle drove his car down here for
No,
Nick.
From New
false.
Jersey?
No, it wasn't my car. It was his car, his pickup.
Oh.
that he
But
wanted
he
to.
brought all your stuff down for
He
you.
brought like a rower and a bike. He didn't bring much.
Well, it wasn't that much.
And then you flew.
I flew, yes, because I get nauseous after I'm in a car for too long.
so your beans.
Yeah, take a bean.
Take a bean.
Take a bean. Let's see what happens.
Oh, skunk or licorice. Come on.
He already had a licorice.
I just want to know how bad that tastes.
He said it was really bad.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
Whoever gets that one next.
You keep
Back
getting
to-
licorice.
back
You haven't
to
even had
family.
it.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
no, my mom's the best.
This is going to be the most broken up podcast ever. But hey, sorry.
I'm
Without
having
her,
fun.
I definitely wouldn't be here. for sure.
Yeah, of course, because she
for
gave
sure.
birth to you.
Absolutely. You know, that's number one. But and my dad, unfortunately, he works a lot, so unfortunately, he's not around a ton. But he definitely instilled like hard work in me for sure. That's where I learned pretty much hard work from. You know, because he works like around the clock, like 7, 8 in the morning. Sometimes he doesn't come home at night.
What does
he
do?
He owns a towing business.
Wow.
Yeah, and a repair shop. So around the clock, you know, whenever they call him, he has to go. So, you know, I saw that growing up. I was like, hey, you know, where is he? And then, you know, he'd be on a call. He'd drive 7 hours to go pick up something and then sleep there and then bring it back, you know, because that's just what he would do for us.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of seeing that definitely like, all right, I got to work hard because that's all I know, you know.
Cool.
What's the biggest thing you learned from your mom?
Oh, man. Just to be a respectable kid. That's probably what she'd be most proud of.
What's your favorite meal that your mom cooks? I hear she's a great cook.
Oh man, she makes this pasta with vodka sauce. That is, oh my god!
So-
I bought some at Food Line over here. I wanted to spit it out.
I wanted to spit it out.
That's how sad it was when I
I
was
heard
Oh
New
my
Jersey
gosh.
right there when you
Yeah.
said that.
Oh,
I
man.
bought some.
Absolutely.
Can't do it, but
So, yeah.
And what is her meal to you on Sundays?
Ooh, so that usually depends. Usually my dad.
Your breakfast. You know, what was your breakfast that she would?
Man, I would just a pound of bacon. That's it. Sometimes
Pound
at
of
night,
bacon and some toast.
and
Right?
some toast here and there.
No,
Yeah.
no,
no,
not really a pound.
that-
A pound?
Oh, like the whole package.
You ate a pound
Whole
of bacon?
package done. Sometimes at night. Sometimes right before bed. You know, because everything I need, my mom always has. I'm like, hey, can I have some bacon? Boom. Can I have
Boom.
fried Oreos?
Boom.
Boom. Just
Boom.
everything.
Fried Oreos.
Oh.
Can I have fried
Fried
Oreos,
Oreos.
Mom?
Fried Oreos?
One night I was like, hey, any chance I get some fried Oreos? She's like, give me 10 minutes. Had a whole plate of fried
Dang.
Oreos.
We gotta try that.
Amazing,
That's
yeah.
kinda cool.
No, definitely. I'll definitely bring some
Boom.
back. I'll try at least. I don't know if I could. But
So that's a secret to winning as a teen. You have to eat a pound of bacon on Sundays.
that's it.
That's the
That-
secret
that's what
to this
fuels you.
physique over here.
yeah, yeah.
That's the secret to 207.
I need to get
That's how
back.
you-
I need to get back on the bacon. That's the problem.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Not enough bacon.
Turkey
my gosh.
bacon.
Oh yeah.
Now I started eating turkey bacon.
Yeah.
Because I need it, but lower sodium too.
Bean.
How did you?
Turkey
Oh,
bacon.
Turkey bacon.
Bacon. It tastes good.
Oh my god.
2 beans.
Cheese, please.
Oh, we have to beep that out.
Yeah, we're gonna beat that one.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. You got
Sorry,
moldy
Mrs.
cheese again?
Palladino.
Sorry, Ma.
That's not how you raised me. Anyway, which one is the moldy cheese anyway? Like the light one, maybe this one?
I think it's
I think so.
Is that the
yellowish
pop-
one.
Yeah.
or is it
No,
like
no,
the-
That's
That's this
more,
yellow one, right? Or is it
No,
the
that's
orange
the
one?
popcorn.
Or is it like? Is it the?
I think it's the orange one. No. See,
Maybe that one?
I don't know.
It's kinda like
it's
peach.
still
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be.
kind of peach.
It could be
Yeah.
terrible.
Should I just go for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Do it,
peach, I
it's fine.
think.
Okay, I'll go for it. Oh. Okay. So it's definitely. I think it's barf. I think it's barf for sure. Yes.
Oh my
I'm getting
goodness.
hammered over here with these jelly beans.
No, you haven't. You've had 2 licorice and a barf.
And I had the. I think I had the moldy cheese too.
Yeah.
Oh, you did have
He said
moldy
4.
cheese. He said 4.
He said
Okay, so
4.
speaking of barf, that's a little bit of adversity. What's the greatest adversity you've ever faced?
He's 19.
So yeah, I mean,
so far in his
Oh, that's
life.
okay.
Speaking of barf,
yeah. So I
That's
mean,
an awesome segue.
I haven't had much adversity to be honest, but probably the biggest one was probably tearing my pec at regionals. Well, slightly tearing it because I didn't fully tear it, but
So can you tell us
Tell
what
that story,
happened?
yeah.
yeah. So I think about a week out of regionals, me and my friend Connor Nugent, we were gonna do a weighted ring dip and cow row workout, 21:59, same rep scheme of the workout at regionals. And I did it. I felt fine, awesome, good. Next day, I wake up and I have like burning pain in my pec area. And I'm like, I can't lift this thing over my head. What am I gonna do? So a week out, I don't do anything. I'm like, all right, I can't move my arm right now. What am I gonna do?
Oh wow.
So going in there felt pretty good. I was like, okay, good. I can move it. We're getting somewhere now. You know, this hurts a little bit, but, you know, it's only a little bit. So first event goes by. Everything's good. You know, the pull-ups hurt a little bit just by kipping and stuff, but I was like, you know what? Boom. So after I did pretty well in the first event. I was on like cloud 9. I was like, oh man, I could throw this dumbbell through the roof right now if I really wanted to. So, you know, like an idiot, I just went right to the warm-up area and was like, boom, 1, 2, pop. I was like, oh. Man. I was like, that's not good.
Like
and
a
then,
sound, or you felt it?
like I felt the pop,
Oh.
yeah. And I was like, okay, now we're screwed. Like
Yeah.
I was bad before, but now I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Like now we got some serious issues. So like it started like getting blown up and everything. I couldn't even do a push up, and in the back area, I was like, hey, what can you do for me? You know, like I want to go out and compete. Like what we can do, what can we do here? So they were like, look, we can't promise you're not going to fully tear it, but we can tape it to where you're using like less like chest muscle. I was like, done. Sign me up. I was like, he taped me up, and in the whole workout I had to do like 5s and 7s and go slow. And then, throughout the whole week, it just got worse and worse. And the last day were muscle ups, and I was just like struggling to get up there. And then like a bunch of guys kind of like Austin and all those Reebok guys, they were like, hey, probably call it here, you know, it's probably good enough. And then once I heard that, I broke down in tears. It was sad. I was like, I walked to the back, and everybody was giving me hugs and stuff. But
so what do you like when you are in a place like that, in a position, and you feel that way, and something's going wrong? What do you go to? Like, how did you get through that situation, and how did you?
Well, at the moment, I just wanted to be alone, so I just wanted to kind of like cry about myself, you know, get that whole thing taken care of and stuff. But then, all those Reebok guys like Austin, Connor, all those guys were giving me hugs and stuff. So that helped me a ton, and like all the regional directors and stuff were giving me hugs and telling me it's gonna be all right. So that was all good. It was just, I knew it was gonna be all right, but it was just a moment, you know. It was just like, hey, you know, I worked all year, and then one ring dip, it just changes your whole season, you know. And it sucks because that happened to so many people, you know, and it happened to so many people behind the scenes that you didn't see either. That wasn't, you know, like I saw so many people with like tape on their pecs and stuff, so you know, it was tough. But
So what'd you learn from it?
gotta warm up more.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why you jump in on our warm-ups all the time?
Well, if I'm
And
doing
make
ring
fun of
dips,
them?
for sure. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I 3 ring dips. I think it was I was thinking it was destined to happen either way, just because of what happened previous. But yeah, definitely do a little warm up next time I hop in the rings.
How did you find CrossFit?
So I was playing football at the time, and I think I was just like on YouTube, you know, looking at some videos and stuff, and I was like, well, I love playing football, but I don't know if I love lifting weights more or not. So kind of once I found an outlet to still compete and lift, because, you know, that's what I was known for. You know, I was known for that kid that was the strongest as a freshman and all that stuff.
Like in football?
Yeah,
and
in football,
like that?
like the weight room and stuff. So, I mean, once I found that, I was like, boom. I was like, this is what I want to do, you know? And then I was like, damn, do I quit football, or, you know, because I wanted to give CrossFit everything, but I knew I couldn't give football everything then, and then vice versa. You know, if I gave football everything, I couldn't give CrossFit everything, you know, because that's just how I am. Whatever I do, it's all in or it's all out, you know. I have trouble kind of keeping my, you know, just trying to do multiple things at once, you know. So yeah, then I kind of bought some stuff online, like from Rogue or whatever, and my dad has like a broken down Z21 in the garage, and my mom was like, get that thing out of there. He's lifting weights. So
Your mom's awesome.
so I got a squat rack, got a couple things, kind of started making my workouts up, you know, probably watching Rich do some things, probably doing nothing near it, but and then I kind of just I was in school one day, and I looked up CrossFit gyms in the area, and, you know, I was 15 at the time, you know, so shy. I was like, you know what, just go. Just go. Just get up and go. So I got there, I met everybody, and then pretty much the rest is history.
That's
and then
awesome.
I just kept going from there.
So you played freshman football?
Yeah, freshman football.
You didn't play sophomore year?
No. Nope. That was it.
Who's the best coach you've ever had? And it doesn't have to be in CrossFit, or it could be in football, like the most impactful coach you've had, if you've had one.
Yeah. Probably Vinny Martin, his name is. He was my coach, like, all the way leading up. His son was my best friend, so we hung out all the time, and he was our coach as well. So he'd always take me and give me advice, this and that. So he pretty much was probably the best coach I ever had.
Is there anything that you learned from him off the top of your head, like something that something you took away from him?
No, just to do things right. You know, just whatever they ask of you, just do it. Pretty much. Nothing else to it, you know. Especially when I have a coach, you know. Just
What's it been like for you to come up here, train up here now? Kind of you're getting away from home for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of almost like first semester of college, sort of.
Yeah.
You know, like you're doing your laundry, you got your own place.
Yeah,
you know.
Don't tell me about it.
Yeah.
There's still dirty dishes. That's been there for about 2 weeks.
What's that like?
Jeez.
I mean, nobody thought I was ready for it, to be honest. My mom was like, "No, what am I gonna do without you?" You know, this and that.
You're not ready for it.
No, I'm still not ready for it. You know, I wish I could rent a mom, but it was good though. I needed it. You know, I needed it because, you know, like, my brother went away from college, and he kept telling me, he was like, "Dude, go away, go do something. You know, go get out of your home. You know,
Push you out of the nest.
push me out of it. Yeah, exactly.
Trying to
So
learn to fly, Nick.
yep, just kicked me out right off the nest, and I was just sinking.
Yeah.
But
It's just sinking.
Hamstrings, pulse, shoulder.
yeah, no, I should have stayed in the nest.
Yeah. It's safer.
No, but no, it's been good. I mean, yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's definitely new. You know, not being at home as much, but
Yeah.
it's something I need to do though, for sure. I needed to go experience being on your own for a little bit,
Yep.
even though it sucks, you know. But
Yeah. What's it been like training here and
oh man, I love
being
it.
with Rich and the
Yeah,
team?
I love it. I mean, these guys pushed me to where I wouldn't be pushed anywhere else, you know. Plus,
Don't let
they're-
you do things you want to do.
exactly. Yep.
Except for go to the
They
pool.
make me do things I
you
don't
never
want to
go
do.
to the
yet.
pool. Why don't you go to the pool?
Man,
I
I go
want
to
you
the pool,
swim,
man.
man. You don't go to the pool. I've seen you at the pool once.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got
It's
nothing.
hamstring.
Oh,
my hamstring, you know.
shoulder.
We made him ride the bike for an hour a day. He thought he was like,
It's so uncomfortable sitting right
I
now.
need to get an MRI on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do.
No, I will. But
He just got quiet.
Guess what, Nick?
We were talking.
That's for skipping the pool.
yeah.
That is for skipping.
I mean, I biked 60 minutes today. Does that?
No, it doesn't make up for it. And you didn't want to do that. I made you do that.
I mean, who wants to do that?
I love biking. I would love to do that.
Baby wipes. Oh, that wouldn't even taste that bad.
What were we doing? It was like a week.
As long as it's not dirty, dude.
2 weeks ago, we were somewhere and these guys were trying to walk out,
up.
and you were like, "No, you don't get to leave." Oh, it was
was it?
it was Frazier, Angelo, and Nick,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, "No, you guys are all doing the workout except for Matt. You get to do what you want to
Yeah, I
do." But
was
you
like,
made these guys stay.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't
I
remember.
don't remember what we were doing.
But they were all like walking out.
Yeah, they were like,
I think
no.
it was like the 15 bar muscle up into the handstand walk into the burpee box overs.
and you guys were like, I don't know.
Well, because we all came in that morning. We were like, all right, we're gonna take today a little easier, right? But a little committee of people, like
Right.
not talking to Rich. We're like, hey, maybe we're gonna take it a little easy, you know? Like,
Trying to overthrow.
yeah.
Trying to start a coup.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's how coups start. And I stomped that out.
Yeah, that got stopped shortly. So
I said, yeah, Matt, you're the only one that has to say you can do what you want. But these two
Yeah.
kids that are training here,
Like a New Jersey conspiracy
But hey, we
up
got
in
better.
Tennessee.
you did get better.
we got better.
Get a little fitter. Wake up a little fitter.
Wake up a little bit fitter. That's it.
Josh
you know?
Bridges.
Pay the man a little bit. Josh.
Oh my gosh. So what are your goals for CrossFit right now? Like, do you set goals? Do you have any goals?
Yeah, right. I mean, right now I'm definitely trying to have a little fun. You know, not make it a full-time job. You know, because I don't want that right now. You know, at 19 years old. You know, but just trying not to get burnt out. You know, having fun with these guys. You know, but my long-term goal will definitely be to win the games for sure.
Your goal right now should be to win the games.
Oh, absolutely. But
your goal right now should not to be to have fun.
No,
'cause you're
no,
19 years
well,
old. You're
well,
not,
I-
hold on.
no,
Hold on. Soapbox time.
All right, give me it. What you got?
You're not going to college. You didn't get a high school experience. You quit all that stuff so you can do CrossFit.
Whoa, I went for
hold
2
on,
years.
Hold on.
Okay,
You
keep
quit
going.
all that stuff to do CrossFit, and you're not making it a job. You want to have fun.
No. So I'm kind of treating this like college a little bit, which like the step before you like get put into the real world a little bit. You know. Now, obviously, I'm not going to a university. You know, which may change. I may want to go. I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. So yeah.
I like how I said that. What's he like?
Oh, come on! Can we please pass this around?
Let's see where life takes me.
Please.
You have to enjoy what you're doing, I think is what
Yeah,
I agree with that.
He's-
However,
I worded that kind of roughly.
Yes.
You know,
So,
roughly.
so that being
Oh,
said,
skunk,
if that's
skunk,
your
skunk,
well, okay,
skunk,
Steve, you
skunk.
go skunk first. Skunk.
Come on. It's
It
gonna ruin the whole
It
interview. with
doesn't
skunk.
smell. That's skunk. You got
You can
skunked.
smell it on my breath.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so gross.
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't want that one.
Oh, that's awesome. How many more of those?
I don't know,
Is
but
it-
that smells like skunk.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody
so
has to
bad.
take a black one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah.
Everybody's
I
gotta
like
take
that.
one.
Come on.
Hey, I don't want to play.
Come on.
Ellie,
Everybody
take a black one.
Why is this all of a
Come
sudden?
on.
I don't even like licorice.
It's gonna be all right.
Oh, I guess I'm not kissing any girls for about a couple months.
Ew, I don't want to play this
Just
game.
take one.
Oh,
Everybody take one.
can I
This
do
is that moment.
peach?
Come on, somebody get skunk with me.
Oh, your breath smells terrible.
Come on, who's
He
got
didn't
it?
take it.
You've got to
Oh, come on! No, that's not right. No,
I
you
got
guys
licorice.
come on, you guys. That's hard.
I got
that's hard
skunk.
to say.
This is your
I just got a
fault.
skunk 1 minute ago.
That was licorice. That was really good.
Oh my gosh! Give me something else. I need anything else.
I mean, I didn't think it was terrible.
No, I told.
Hey, that's probably the most adversity I ever faced.
I can't even think right now. Ugh.
That was pretty disgusting.
Did you get
took
skunk
one
too?
bite of it.
Oh.
That's why I spit it out. I ain't
Oh,
doing
you
it.
spit it out?
I ain't doing it. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't
You
care.
didn't even bite into it,
I
you
did.
cheater.
I did.
Okay, so
Okay.
to get to the CrossFit
It's
Games,
my
how-
house.
Yeah. You're not
You're
eating
not making
skunk.
me do. No.
So you have this goal. How do you plan to get there? What are your steps do you have in mind? Or, you have a massive resource sitting next to you. So let's hear your steps.
He doesn't
and then
listen to
maybe-
me.
Oh, come on. It's just not the 7:30 swim. That's all I don't listen to. But
we went at 8:30 today.
really?
Yeah.
No one notified me of
Because
this.
he's been.
I went to the wrong text group. That was my
Oh.
bad.
Well, I would have
more
went for the
know.
record.
No,
today.
you would not.
Shoot.
Your shoulder hurts.
Shoot.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, besides
Hamstrings.
Your
can
steps.
still go
How do you, What
kick.
are the steps you're going to take to get there?
that, I mean, just nothing really special. I don't think there's any special way to win the games. Any secret. Just hard work, working out with these guys day in and day out.
Well, you moved all the way here.
Yeah.
Well, that's
To-
what your dad
to
showed you.
train.
It's more about doing than
Yeah.
having.
I mean, yeah, be a doer.
But do you think there's any value in
Don't
having
be a donor.
plan?
I'm a doer?
Don't be a donor.
Rich, what do you think? Do you think that there should be goals and a plan, or is it just like, hey, you show up every day and you work your butt off and then it happens?
Like I said, when I competed, when I woke up every day, my goal for that day was to be the fittest man on earth. And that's what I did for 5 years. I got second the first year and then won 4 years after that. And when I knew when we were having Lakeland that wasn't going to be my goal when I woke up every day, then that's where I kind of switched gears. And so I think it takes that. You have to take that. Yes, it's got to be fun, but that just kind of comes as like a byproduct that you enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
You can't look at it as, oh, I want to do this because it's fun. You just want to have fun doing it. Does that make sense? Instead
Yeah.
of just like
Yeah.
just doing it for fun.
Yeah, no, I worded that wrong. Like I kind of want to still be a kid a little bit, Like I don't want to give up every, I do want to, because I do want to be a champion, but right now where like I just don't want that to be everything in my life right now, Like don't get like eventually yes, but right now at this age I'm not ready to make it everything in my life, So. Because I still want to hang out with friends. I still want to do this. I still want to do that. Which I still
You're
can
searching
do.
for what interests you also.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
other-
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if
Plus, I
there
don't
are
want
other
I
things-
don't want this to be 100% of my life. From now until when I'm I don't know whatever. I still want other outlets to have fun to do. Just so this doesn't become so
For sure.
monotonous. But yeah.
So, Rich, looking back over the 5 years,
Don't say anything else, Rich. Just let it go.
Keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
would you do anything differently or give anyone any different advice, or you do it the same way you did it?
No, I don't think you can look back and say I would have changed anything, or else I wouldn't be here where I am now. No, not really. I mean, minor things like warm up a little bit better when I was younger, that type of stuff. But no, you can't look back and think, oh, if I could change that, what would have been different? Because wouldn't be where we were today. So no, I wouldn't change anything.
Okay. Did you know that Nick went to an all-boys school?
No.
That I did. Just nothing but boys.
Wow.
But you said you had a great experience, right?
Yeah, no, I mean I loved it just because the fact that you don't have to worry about any girls, right? That's always nice.
But
There
you
you
like
go.
had dances and stuff, right?
Yeah, so we had dances with like sister schools, that
Okay.
were nearby. We
Wow.
definitely didn't have dances with other with other boys. That'd be weird, which we didn't do. But no, it was really cool. It was like a brotherhood.
That would be weird.
So
which
are,
we
are you
didn't
still
do.
friends with them? With some of your friends from school? That school?
We talk here and there. We're not friends like we used to be, but like so what happened was we grew up we went to the same public school, and then once high school came around, me and like 3 or 4 other really good friends were like, hey, you want to do this? Like, do you want to go to the Catholic school? And they were all like, yeah. So that was easy having to like still have a couple friends, go through that, because my brother was in the same situation. He was going to go to Catholic school, but the reason he didn't go was because he didn't know anybody, so that kind of made it a little easier for me, just because I had a couple friends already going in.
Were you raised Catholic?
Yes. Yeah.
So you could be focused. Is
Yeah.
that what we're talking about? You go
Yeah,
to school, you
that-
focus on your education.
Yeah. So the school was mainly I mainly went there for sports,
Okay.
like for football, because
That you
Right.
quit.
that I eventually decided to stop doing. Yeah, but yeah, no, but yeah.
Cool.
So I went there.
Just a question.
I went there for that, and then eventually that kind of stopped. and
This
I
is
kinda-
just a Nick Paladino roast. It's not
Yeah.
actually a
the
podcast.
roast of Nick
This is
Paladino.
You're actually doing really good, bro.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm taking it in stride.
You're
Yeah.
doing good.
What advice would you give Angelo regarding girls?
Oh, I like this.
I mean,
This-
I think he's got that category handled. So
Wait, so he gives you advice?
I mean, we kind of
here we go. You would co-advise either.
Oh,
Okay. All
jeez.
right. Let me spill the beans here.
No pun intended.
So
Yeah.
Not too much.
just a little bit, but
Yeah.
I just try to tell him what I would do. If I was
Yeah, we
I
talked
was in
about
his
this the other
shoes,
day.
because he.
WWND.
What can I say?
Nick
What
do?
can I
What
say?
would
on
Saint
here
Nick
that's
do?
not- yeah, but no, he has it all handled. He's
Yeah.
he's a ladies' man for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you tell them your real name? Do you guys have like stage names? Or, I mean,
They're not strippers.
well, I mean, it sounds-
Sprinkles. That's Ellie's
that's what I
stripper.
heard.
Sprinkles.
I heard the Christmas party last night. It
Oh,
was-
that's. Do you know how to figure out your stripper name?
What?
It's the name of your pet
Your
and then
first
your
pet?
your first street.
Your first pet and the street you live on. First lived on.
Which comes first?
The pet. So what was your first pet's name?
Taz.
Wow. Our
Yeah,
first,
see, I don't think mine would work either.
No,
'cause
mine
it's-
doesn't work.
It's Dash and Roosevelt.
Dash
Dash
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt is great.
ours is
That's probably
I-
how you should
let's see, what
introduce
was it?
yourself to the next girl.
Yeah,
Dash Roosevelt.
I wouldn't pay to see a girl named Dash Roosevelt.
no.
No, it's
Ours
like
would be mine would be Inky, Lariat. We had a black cat named Inky, and then I lived on Lariat Drive. Inky
Yeah.
Lariat.
Good
Lived,
one.
or is it where your current street?
We didn't really get to that. I don't
But
know.
what was yours?
Yeah,
Sprinkles what?
No, mine was Honey. Was my first pet.
Honey Sprinkles?
No.
What?
But the street I lived on doesn't work because it was A1A. Like what? Honey A1A.
Honey A1A
There you go.
at gmail.com.
Cabhead.
At
No.
Yahoo.
What was your street?
Oh.
Taz what?
First street I lived on? I have no idea, honestly.
Well,
I
now
was
it would
too-
be
Pfeiffer.
Taz Pfeiffer. That's a good one.
Pfeiffer.
No.
I was out to dinner the other night. Angelo was sitting across the restaurant with
Across?
his girlfriend.
Or across?
Across. Thank you.
Kidding, sorry.
Right after
You're just feeling spunky.
Yep.
right after I got done at Walmart's
And Kroger's.
and Kroger's.
What you got? Baby wipes, coconut.
Dang it. What do we got going on here?
It's blue. You're on blue. What is
No, I
that?
was right
Baby
here.
White's coconut?
Coconut or baby wipes.
All right.
That's not bad. I think skunk is the only one I'm not.
Coconut.
That was the
No.
worst thing ever.
What would you do?
Rotten egg would get you.
Ugh.
So you saw Angelo across.
Across. Right after I got back from Walmart's. And he came over. Wow, that's not coconut. That's a baby wipe. Wow, I thought
What's that
at
taste
first. Have you ever changed
It's
the
a great
baby's diaper?
game.
I have not.
I have.
I use baby wipes though.
But they're
and you
clean
use-
baby wipes, though,
they're-
right?
yeah.
They don't taste that bad.
Oh.
It's kind of got a
Do you
detergent.
eat them a little bit after? Yeah.
No, it's just detergent and like
It's just cleaning. It's
alcohol
just
and-
cleaning supplies.
Yeah. And Angelo came over with his girlfriend. And
Not girlfriend.
Is not
No.
girlfriend?
a
Unless
young
she's
lady.
listening.
A young lady who's
I don't know.
we
No,
could-
he came over with a girl.
with a girl.
We don't know if it's
And
a girlfriend
he-
or not girlfriend.
A
Introduced-
friend? That's a
Let's
girl.
clarify
He
that.
introduced
We
her
don't know.
to Kristen and I, and he did a good job. He was standing up straight and looking me in the eye, and he wasn't nervous.
That's what I taught him.
You
That's
taught
what
him
I
that?
Yeah.
That was the advice you gave him.
No.
Have you met Have you met any young ladies, girls, since you've been here? I mean,
No, since I've been here, no.
no.
No. I'm all business here.
I know you're busy training. I don't even want to even ask.
I'm all business here.
You just said you wanted a life
You locked,
balance.
you locked yourself in your apartment for 5 days when
I
your
was-
hamstring was hurting and played Call of Duty.
Because I thought I was going
And
to do
cook pounds of bacon every
no,
day.
I thought I was going to
You
do a
came back
competition
10
that
pounds
weekend.
heavier.
No, I thought I was going to do a competition
10
that weekend
pounds.
that involved video games. Did you hear about that one?
The fittest gamer.
The fittest game on earth.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure my gaming skills were
What?
on point. You know.
What is that?
It was like a
So-
couple hours from here.
Yeah. So there's a competition. There was one
gosh.
last weekend in Alabama. And it's like 2 workouts and like 3 games that you play.
Who comes
But it's
up
a
with
team.
this?
It's like a team of 2.
Are you?
Who was going to be your teammate?
Well, it was gonna be me and Darren, but Darren had to do the
the tries for
yeah,
tots.
we were so excited. We were gonna go win. At least we hope. But,
What happens
so I
if
had
you
to
won?
practice.
Like, do you win anything?
We're just the fittest gamers on earth.
Oh my god!
That'd be
Oh
the
my
biggest
gosh.
title I've ever received.
What game
entire
would you play?
So
I'm
I think
out.
the 3
I'm
games
out.
were.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the 3 games were Madden, Super Smash Bros, and Mario Kart. I think.
Oh,
Mario
like
Oh, so was it
Yeah.
64?
Yeah.
Oh.
On Nintendo. Yeah.
Madden on Nintendo?
No, I think Madden was Xbox.
There was different systems.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Don't do skunk. I'm not doing skunk again. I
skunk.
can't smell your breath.
What was it? What was it?
Hieroglyphs. Wait, no, I think I got skunk. What do you smell?
Oh, that's skunk.
Yeah, I got
Oh, what do you mean?
I think.
It burned his taste buds off the first
I
time.
kind of like it, to be honest.
No, you don't.
As weird as it may sound, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
You and Angelo, 2 peas in a pod.
I'm not opposed to it.
Like it's not something I have to spit out. For
That's
sure.
like Angelo in the pool the other day, like the drowning thing. Good grief.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, we were doing the underwaters, the 25-meter
man.
underwaters, and he goes, "Is it weird that I kind of like the feeling that I'm about to pass out?"
Yeah.
We're like, that's not
And I was
good.
like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
I think we should all do that. The thing Hinshaw said.
the
where
mattress
where you
thing.
said
Oh
mattress
yeah,
up,
he
and
said
then
some
you-
free divers that he knows. They'll put mattresses on either side of the assault bike, and you hammer 20 calories as fast as you can, and then hold your breath until you pass out.
Oh, yeah, that's what we want to do.
I'm actually up for that.
Yeah, not me.
That
I wanna
sounds
try it.
horrible.
Oh, your breath stinks.
Sorry.
Oh gosh.
That is actually that whole
I played the game how it's supposed to be played.
swimming underwater deal.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
That's like one of the hardest things that we've done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because
Mentally.
I get within 6 or 7 feet, and I think I'm gonna make it, and then no, you're not.
You just gotta relax.
Oh
you do have to relax.
No,
That's
but
the-
I do know where Angelo's coming from though. Like when you feel that point of blackout when you're underwater. Like
But they say that's the most peaceful way to go, right?
Man, I don't know about
Drowning?
that.
I almost drowned one time.
I did too. I don't want to
So
do
did
that.
I was fine, completely fine.
How can you
talking
say
about?
that?
I had a 4-wheeler rollover on top of me underwater, and like I went to lift it off. I was in high school, and I went to lift it off, and the bank was sharp, so I was underwater as I'm lifting this 4-wheeler, and then it rolls again and pushes me
Ugh.
farther underwater, and I was just like, all right, well,
How long were you underwater for, you think?
no idea.
Wow.
And then my friends came and pulled the 4-wheeler off, but
But was it long
Wow.
enough to feel like you were like
yeah,
that?
I mean, I
Oh, that's so scary.
thought I was done. I was fine.
I was learning how to canoe, like on a river.
Mm-hmm.
Took the canoe out in the lake, and you're all tied into the thing.
Oh,
and
kayak.
Kayak, yeah, kayak. And my buddy's big into it, and get flipped over upside down,
Oh,
and
no
you can't
way.
get out.
No way.
And that's
Yeah,
That's the one thing with kayak, except for that. I'm like, nah. I'm
it
good.
doesn't.
I had a
Yeah.
buddy that he was practicing that
yeah.
in the pool at at UT or something when he went to college, and he he said he would just get stuck upside down and couldn't get out.
No.
And so he'd just have to unhook himself and get
Yeah,
out.
come up. Yeah.
Horrible.
No, I don't like that feeling.
No.
I remember being little and drowning, and a guy saved me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Was it in a pool, ocean?
no, in
like,
a
what
lake.
Was the setting?
I just remember like out playing in a lake, and all of a sudden I know I'm going under, and I know I'm not going to come back to the surface, and he snagged me and pulled me back. I don't like that idea.
No. No.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
like the idea, but
Yeah.
I remember I was fine.
Angela's weird.
Just took the mood down.
Yeah.
Sorry. Angela's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, on from
Angela's-
drowning.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. That just puts you in like such a dark place because then you have to think about, would you have done anything else differently in the last week if you were gonna drown? Like, are you living your life maximally right now? Like, if you face
That
it?
goes to the weird, like, if you could live to your 80 or 85, and which is higher than the average,
Right.
and know the day you're gonna die,
Mm-hmm.
or gamble and not know when you're gonna die.
I definitely don't want to know that.
Yeah,
I don't want to know that.
But you could die at 50.
Whatever.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I haven't really put any thought into it. I don't think I want to know either.
No, I wouldn't want to know that.
Or you could be 85, Nick.
we'll see.
That's old, huh, Nick?
Yeah.
Dang.
what else are you passionate about aside from CrossFit?
Video games?
Video games.
Yeah, I mean, I like my video games. I like my friends. Of course, my family. I'm very passionate about.
Do you watch sports? Do you
I
watch
love
football
sports.
at all?
I love sports. Sports is my favorite to watch.
What's your favorite sport to watch?
Ooh, it kind of honestly depends on the season. Like I like watching NBA, like when it's like playoff time. That's really fun for me. Football's all right, you know, but football's not my favorite. Baseball, I want to take a nap every time I watch baseball.
So if you're really passionate about sports,
well,
and you only watch the NBA when it's in the playoffs, you don't really like football, and baseball wants to make you take a nap. When you watch cricket?
Soccer, duh. No, I watch soccer.
Take a beat.
Man.
Good call.
Can we pass this around when we're done or what?
Nah.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're
Fair enough.
making it happen.
Coconut.
Oh,
Or baby
or
wipe.
diapers.
What's up, Greg?
Baby wipe.
Baby wipe.
Gosh, that's
Oh,
so
hey, Greg.
gross. Ewy.
So far, I've eaten 2 skunks, I think a rotten egg,
What'd you get
Barf.
there?
and a baby wipe.
You've had barf, moldy
Yeah,
baby
sure.
wipes too.
And run, yeah.
That wasn't horrible. Baby
Anybody,
wipe was
anybody
okay.
else want to play or what?
Now.
No, it's based on commentary.
The baby wipe cleans up the skunk.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of
Man, your breath. Whew.
That's so gross.
You like it?
No.
What do you think? What do you bring to a CrossFit competition? What are your strengths? What are you? What's going on in your mind? What are you doing?
When I'm working out, kind of.
Yeah, no, like competition. I mean, how do you kind of mentally come into that?
I get really worked up.
Do you?
I get really nervous, you know, here and there. That I try not to show, obviously, you know, because that, you know, probably shows a little weakness. But yeah, I mean, that's why I don't really love to compete much. You know, I see a lot of people like always do these side competitions here and there, and I'm like, I like to save that. I like to save that feeling for specific times in the year that are, you know, needed. Because I don't know. I think a lot. I get nervous, this and that, you know. But once game time comes around, it's game time.
Once you're in it, you're in it.
No matter how you feel and what. But yeah, I get really nervous, man. Really nervous. Like can't eat, nothing.
Wow.
You know, and I don't want to put myself through that 8 times a year.
No,
Like,
heck no.
Who wants to do that? You know. So, you know, one side competition and then open regionals. You know, hopefully games. So.
Do you have a word or phrase that you go to like in big moments, like a heavy lift or a max or anything?
No, I just try to give it my all. That's really it. I don't really say too many things in my head, you know, just because I'm not really. I really don't try to think much in my head when I work out, you know, just because.
Really? There's not much going on up there?
No, not much. No. But,
do you guys have a word or phrase before a big lift or anything?
No.
You just do it.
No, we talked about this the other day, and what you described to me was really good. You really have a ability, especially as a young person, to be really present and be in the moment and you know, have your brain kind of be locked into exactly what's going on.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, whenever something's at task, I mean, it's game time. It's ready to go. Like, you know, if there's the barbell there set with whatever weight, you know, I'm not thinking about this, that. I'm thinking about I gotta lift that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna
Pick
lift
up,
it.
put down.
Pick it up, put it down.
That's a big deal, though.
I
I mean, it's a
agree.
really big
Yeah,
deal. A lot of
people
people
get
can't do that
freaked
kind of
out,
stuff,
yeah.
man. They can't.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people say that, you know, like, hey, you know, I try to think of like positive things when I work out, but it's so easy for that one little negative thing to come in there, and then
Yeah.
it's just boom, you know, everything
Absolutely.
goes
No.
in flames, you know. So
I was talking to Hillary's cousin, and he competes some the other day, and he was like, man, I can snatch, you know, his PR's 225 or whatever, and he's like, but there's just some days I'm afraid of it. I'm like, yeah, that can't happen. You can't be afraid of that.
No.
And so once you're afraid of it, you're done with that for that day for sure.
it's kind of like a pretty rough mindset, but like, hey, either I'm gonna drop this on my neck or I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's good. It has to be that way.
Yeah.
No, not word for word. I'm not saying, hey, I'm gonna drop this on my neck, of course, but
Right.
it's just like, hey, boom, make it happen. You know.
Boom.
Oh,
Make
that's
it
good.
happen.
Boom. I love boom.
You know?
He said boom.
Boom.
I,
Boom.
Make
I
it
really
happen.
want to
Boom.
say boom.
I
Now.
know. Boom.
Boom.
You know?
Make it happen.
So that's really it.
Did your dad coach you up in that regard at all, or I mean, was he always lead by example, or did he ever say like, Nick, do it, you know? Like,
No, he just tries to hammer me with like the grown up stuff, you know, like, hey Nick, you're gonna have to be a grown up soon, you know, and this and that, you know, so
You're not a boy. Grow up, Peter Pan.
exactly, yeah. You know.
So I'm just an extension of your father here. That's basically what it is.
pretty much. I hear it there. I hear it everywhere. But,
Somebody's got to tell you.
Yeah.
yeah, I know. But no, he always tries to prepare me for the for adulthood. So you know, he always tells me what he goes through, and he doesn't want me to go through that. You know, so
What do you want your profession to be?
Yeah, that was the next question.
this
And if you weren't doing this, what would you do?
man, hopefully college football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though honestly I didn't want to do it and I got a little burnt out, I think I would stay with it.
Have you ever thought about a
just
job?
to hopefully get a free education.
Oh, you're saying
Like-
you're, but I mean now.
Oh,
since you've already thrown that away.
Yeah. Oh, right
What
now.
are you doing
okay.
now?
Man.
If you had to have a job, what would you do? Growing up, you're like, I want to be a.
I really enjoy helping kids out, like, with fitness or just
Yeah.
whatever it may be. Like I love handing off my knowledge to kids that are younger. I love that. Like I love when kids like stop me at the games and they're like, I just ask you questions. I love that. Like that's my favorite. Yeah.
That terrifies me that you're just embracing these young children and telling them your knowledge. That scares the crap out of
He
me.
has knowledge.
Good
No, that's
knowledge.
good.
So-
Good. No, only
No,
good
it's
knowledge.
good, but it scares me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's 19,
I mean, because a lot of them are
Frontal lobe of his brain hasn't even quit growing
not
yet.
misled, but a lot of them have tons of questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? What should I do when this happens? What should I do when that happens? So I like giving them what I've already been through.
So coaching is something that interests you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you tell them, quit school, go homeschool, quit playing your
Hey,
sports,
as long as you can still graduate, no matter how you do it, I'm all for it.
quit
Just
playing,
just
quit
get the
playing your
diploma.
sports.
Hey, if you don't enjoy your sports anymore, you don't have to do them. No one's sports you need to do anything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's gonna have to circle back around. Rich Froning has now left the building.
Stay active though. Do something to stay active. So
Stay
whether
active.
that's
Stay
CrossFit, Pilates, yoga, whatever.
Chess.
Definitely stay
Yes.
active. It
But
doesn't-
it sounds like
So,
you're saying
so when life gets tough, give up and do something you enjoy.
Well, no, but if you're playing a sport for the love of it and the love kind of,
I'm just messing with
no,
you.
I know, but
You are in a really unique opportunity, or have a unique opportunity to
Yeah.
be an influence.
yeah, no, yeah. See that, and I'm
I
kinda
can't wait
happy I
for the
went this
comments
route,
on this.
Yeah. Why is Rich always haggling Nick?
But
over
you
here?
but like when he
I
asked
think it
what
may
you
be the
wanted
other
to
way
do,
around. We'll see.
But yeah. So
when they asked what you wanted to do, you went to like something physical, CrossFit,
Yeah.
and the other thing was football and sports. What is it about CrossFit and sports that makes I don't want to say makes you feel alive, but makes you want to do it? What is it? What attracts you to it?
I just love just athletics. Whatever involves physical activity. I'm all for it.
So you like being active.
Oh yeah, and I love lifting weights. Like from growing up, like that's all I wanted to do. Like I didn't want to know what time practice was. I just wanted to know what time we're going to hit the
Did
weight
you ever
room.
get into Olympic weightlifting or no?
No. But
How
like
come?
I just when I was growing up, I did like sports specific training. So like for football, so we did cleans here and there, this and that, but it was mostly like back squats, sled pushes, deadlifts, and stuff like that. But I didn't really venture into like snatches and stuff.
Do you have a favorite movement? I mean, something you like to do?
I guess I'm best at deadlifts, but it's not my favorite though. What would be my favorite? It kind of just fluctuates throughout the season, to be honest. Honestly, whatever I'm like working on the most, that's probably my favorite. You know, so like there was a stint where I was like terrible at handstand push-ups, so I did them 3 days a week, and then that was my favorite for a while. And then when I first started, I just could always deadlift for some reason. I could always just pick a bar up off the ground, so that used to be my favorite for a little while, just because I knew no matter what it was, I was gonna pick it up. So
You bring like a lot of strength. I mean, that's something that
yeah.
just
I don't know why I've just always been able to just lift things. Just from. When I was in 8th grade, I think I squat clean like 265.
wow,
Yeah,
that's legit.
yeah. I think
That's awesome.
I think 275 was the most I ever did. So, yeah, I've just always been able to just lift. So,
That's awesome.
So you have any advice for Nick, Rich? If you're the mentor here,
Uncle Rich.
any
Not,
concise,
not on, not on,
well-thought-
not on this podcast. No,
You're gonna-
I embrace my
You're gonna have to let it
my
marinate.
mentorship every day with Nick. I feel like
yeah.
sometimes he doesn't take it, but I try to help. I try to help every day.
And I'm grateful for it.
Uh-huh.
All you guys.
Listen, I want to say you're doing a good job.
Thank
I
you.
do want to say that.
You're not a bad kid.
No, I mean,
No, I mean,
You're a little
if-
mixed up at
if,
times. But
If
you're
all
not a
else
bad kid.
fails, hopefully I'm just known as like a respectable kid.
no, you show up and you work hard, and it's cool.
Hard worker,
I
of
started
course.
thinking about the other day, like, honestly, if I was to compare me at 19 to where you're at, you're way out ahead of where I'm at.
That's what I get caught up doing sometimes, and I know I'm like I think about myself and other 19-year-olds, and I'm like maybe I am doing it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm all right. Of course I could be doing things that would benefit me more, but I think right now I'm decent.
I think you really have a really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
That not everybody has.
Yeah.
And you've come to an amazing place to kind of work on that.
That's another thing too. Like the opportunities that CrossFit has given me is almost second to none. You know, that many 19-year-olds would ever get. You know, like I've flown more places than I ever thought I would. You know, and I've met more people than I ever thought I would. You know, so I'm just grateful for where CrossFit has already taken me already. You know, not even knowing where it's gonna take me in the future. So
yeah,
that's probably what I'm most excited about. You know, just like meeting new people, like going to different places, inspiring people, just all that good stuff. I love all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. We talked about that the other day when I was kind of asking you. We were just at the gym sitting there, and after you guys had worked out, and I asked you about, you know, what can you give back? And you talked about, man, I really do like inspiring. I want to be inspirational. I want to. You said what I thought was cool. You said I want to be inspired. You know, looking for something to inspire you.
These guys over here, they inspire me every day.
Hey, thanks, Nick.
No
I appreciate that.
And you want to be able to inspire other people.
No, yeah. I mean, that. See, I look at these guys, you know, and I'm like, wow. I'm like that inspires me to get somewhere someday. You know, like that's what I'm working towards. And then, you know, when kids, you know, hit me up and they're like, hey, you really inspired me. You know, like, you know, your work ethic every day really inspires me. That gets me going. Like that's cool. I love that. That's why I go show up the next day. You know, to just inspire these kids. You know, because that's what I love. That's what makes me feel the best.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When I get a message and they're like, hey, like you're awesome. I'm like, no, you're awesome.
When I get a message that says you're awesome, that makes me feel good. It's good. It's good.
So, actually, funny story. So, what was that one weight loss show on NBC? It's like it has like
makeover.
No,
weight loss edition.
the name's
Biggest
Bob.
Loser.
Yeah, Biggest Loser. So
Bob Harper.
You know Bob Harper, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, so whatever. So I know him, and I was at the games, and he was at his suite, right? And like we locked eyes for a second, but then we both looked away, right? And he goes, "You're Nick Paladino, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're awesome." I'm like, "You're awesome." He's like, "No, you're awesome." I'm like, "You're awesome." It was a crazy experience. I was like, "Wow."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, "That's awesome." I love that.
Listen, you guys.
I was like, "That's awesome."
Rich, you're awesome.
I was like, I have no other words, but you're awesome. That's it.
I love it.
That's all we were shooting back and forth.
Hashtag you're awesome. I'm going to have one of these.
I'm gonna have one.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't have any idea what it is.
What was it?
It's awesome.
Is it barf or pear?
No, it's a pear.
Is it a pear?
It's awesome.
Oh,
There's not even good flavors. Like
yeah.
the strawberry jam one looks. That's the only
that
one
was good.
So, what athlete or person was most inspiring to you, or is?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Right now, like definitely Rich. Like I definitely watched Rich.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that.
All seriousness though. Yeah, like I'd probably watch Rich the most, and that's probably what inspired me to like. I was like, okay, I want
It's
that.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that you get the opportunity to.
Yeah, like I want to be there,
out.
and hopefully exceed it one day. Sorry.
But,
You better be thinking it.
That's your goal. That's your goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. Because you know, a lot of people. I don't want to sound cocky, but a lot of people are like, "Hey, what's your goal?" And then I want to. Of course, Rich is the best, but like I want to be better. That's just that's straight up. Like I don't take it cocky, but like
It's the only thing you've said on this podcast today that I agree with.
Yeah. Hey. Here and there, I can get them.
Took you 54 minutes, 55 minutes.
But
You redeemed
58
yourself.
minutes.
Did it?
He
This one I
redeemed
think
himself.
you couldn't get possibly dumber.
better
You
late
go
than
and
never.
totally redeem yourself.
All right, so what's your favorite Christmas song?
I don't listen to Christmas music. So.
What's your favorite
You
Christmas
don't?
movie?
Ooh, probably Santa Claus.
Like
Tim
the original
Allen?
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
That's good. I like Tim
Aren't
Allen.
you supposed to sing for
Tim
us?
Allen is good.
I like
You
Tim Allen.
said you were going to sing Christmas songs for us last
Never
time.
once said I was going to sing Christmas
when
music.
Tasia was talking about singing Adele, you said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and we said you sing it, and you said it's not time yet. It's the
That doesn't mean that I'm going to sing it
you
on the.
agree with him? What he said?
I totally agree with him.
Go fact check that. Go watch a podcast.
No.
You said it's not time yet.
But
That's
that
a
doesn't
lie.
mean that I'm
Time.
gonna sing it on the podcast.
Huh?
No.
Maybe we should all eat one we haven't eaten yet,
No.
like
Blind.
a flavor.
Yeah, just reach
Blind?
in. I want one of these blue ones.
Oh no.
What
What's
is
the
this?
blue? Oh, it's pencil
Oh.
shavings.
I got rotten egg.
I got black pepper. I hate pepper.
Oh,
I freaking just got a booger.
this is torture.
Gosh.
I kind of want to try strawberry.
Oh, that's nasty. I don't know what it is.
If
Which would
anybody-
you go with?
It was like that.
It's pepper, black pepper.
Oh yeah, pepper.
Somebody's got to smell my breath right now. Somebody has to.
No.
Somebody has to.
No.
Do it.
That's how
Do it
bad.
to Ellie.
No,
Do it to Ellie.
don't give it to me. No.
You're sorry? How bad is that?
Gross.
That's in my mouth right now.
Good, perfect.
I got another centipede.
Let me see what
I
of these.
love centipedes.
Anybody else diving in there?
What are these here? What do we got going on?
Those might be boogers.
Oh,
Something good.
let me see.
Man.
All right. That's episode 11. Nick Paladino. There's no strawberry jam in that. The whole thing. I got all centipedes. That's mislabeled. All right.
Lord.
CrossFitMayhem.com.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
And a happy
job,
Happy
Nick.
New Year. Good job, Nick.
Thanks.
Nick, you're awesome.
Nick,
You're awesome.
you're awesome.
You guys are.